Hey everybody, Jason Schultz here with episode 3 of This Is How We Roll. RJ Simon, we're here at your shop, and there's the bootlegger rig over there. That's just a little tease. That is, like, we joked about it, probably honestly one of the most talked about rigs in the pulling, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I'd say that's a very iconic rig, and it's going to be hard to not see that rig at a lot of pulls. It'll be a lot of hard for a lot of fans and whatnot, but it could be yours, pullers, fans. If you want it, it's for sale. So
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale here. Yeah.
I love what you're doing for pulling. You're keeping things moving. A lot of trucks and trailers. I mean, I get at least one question a day. I give your phone number at least once a day.
Yep.
To somebody that'll text me, hey, I'm looking for this, or I'm looking for this. I'm like, start with RJ.
Yep.
So it's all good.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, so our goal here is we have a trucking company. Obviously, you can see we run about 125 trucks, coast to coast. Everything from tankers, feed grade, to auger trailers with feed to vans and reefers. So we do a little bit of everything. So basically, we always had a truck dealership on the side. We sell our own semis and everything. So when we got into buying and selling toter homes, it was a great market. But then I realized that some of these toters, in order to get them, I needed to buy their two-wheel drive or maybe their pro stock or whatever it might be. So that's kind of how it's kind of evolved into more. It's almost like a pulling dealership here. I mean,
Yep.
if Jason Schultz, if you want to build a new pro stock, you're probably 2 to 3 years out from
Yep.
having your tractor if you wanted one today.
That's exactly right.
If you ordered one, well, if you came here, am I saying it's going to be cheap? No. Am I saying it could cost you more than ordering a new one? Possibly, but it might not either. It'll just
and
all
you can
depend.
hit the track next week.
And you can hit the track next week. I mean, that's what we're trying to do for pulling. We're trying to have a dealership. If you want to run one of these two-wheel drives this weekend, because let's face it, if you have the money to, and you can buy, say, this two-wheel drive here, it's fun money. It's how do I want to say it? Dumb money.
Yeah,
it's
we all
fun.
know.
It's fun money, and when you want it now.
Yep.
And if you wait until 2 years or a year and a half, by then by that week after thinking you want it, your business mind's going to kick in, like a lot of ours do when we want to go get a Camaro or something like that. We're going to say, you know what, I probably won't drive that. I probably don't need it.
Right.
So my goal is to get that. When you have that urge, come see RJ. So
Got it.
But
So what is in the fleet right now as of today? How many vehicles?
As of today,
July 9th, right?
well, okay. So what's in the fleet for what? Let's put
Like,
this
what
way.
do
What's in the
you and
dealership?
Brandon own?
Right now in the dealership, let's
Yep.
call it this way. So
Yeah.
right now in our little dealership right now, I have between us we have 7 two-wheel drives. At least 4 of them are for sale.
Okay.
For sure. We have 3 pro stocks. We have 2 mini rods, which one of them I would sell. It's not on sale. It's for sale.
For sale on sale. There you go.
You know, there's a difference there. But that's what's in the fleet right now. There's another pro stock in the shed that I'll show you, but that's recently been sold, a 1206 pro stock. There's multiple units in the works.
Okay.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a call every week that a guy's ready to sell out and something's new is coming in. So, you just got to talk to me. And
Has this I feel like the last year is when it's really, like, I've seen more of it on Facebook and stuff. Have you always kind of been doing this?
I've always kind of been doing it. Yeah, we've always done it. I mean,
That's what I thought.
It's been, my dad always did it. Up until we built the Simon Sez Chevy, the blue truck.
Yep.
My dad's, his last new two-wheel drive was in 1986.
Wow.
That was the Dodge.
Okay.
My dad's all of his chassis and trucks were always bought used, and then he's made them into what they were. The Miller Time truck was bought from Jaskies. You had, the Sundance Kid, which was bought from Carpenters, which is originally Humpco's, which that was then sold to Danny Hubert, still runs it. You have, there's so many trucks that have to go on and on. There was a lot of two-wheel drives, like the Showtime of Wayne Timmerman's years ago. That original one, his first two-wheel drive was bought from my dad. That's still the same body.
It's awesome.
It's
it's a hard running truck.
Yeah, I mean, he's changed the whole chassis. It's totally different now. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of trucks that people don't know that we've had our hands on, and sometimes you might not even see it for sale, because if I know Jason Schultz wants a wedge chassis and a two-wheel drive, and he's been dreaming of one, boom, I call you before I even list it, because we can just eliminate
And pullers are always talking to each other.
Exactly.
Way more than you ever realized. So,
Absolutely. And
you guys work together and moving things around. Everybody knows somebody who needs something, honestly.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, right now we have the 2 Deppy trucks I'm trying to sell. Those are currently owned by Walsh's.
Yep.
You know, they're up at their house right now, but those are both for sale. Those are for sale because of they're buying. They wanted those 2 trucks back, Walsh's did, but then they decided they'd rather have the 4-engine mod. So they're buying the 4-engine mod from us.
Okay.
They haven't had it out yet. They're hoping to get it out here at Henry. If we get it all done, it's needed a couple tweaks, but that's over in another building. We might be able to get over there. We'll see.
And the waffle tractor got to, it was in Toma, right? Leichner's, right?
Yep,
that was so cool that you did that.
Yeah, and
I know it started out, because I bumped into you at the Dubuque Fighting Saints. You're like, I got an idea, Schultz. I'm like, okay. And then I know you ran into some stuff with ticketing and state and all that crap.
Well,
but you stuck with it and you were honest with everybody the whole time.
Well, at first it was just a, you know, a dumb thought, and I thought if I did it as a sponsorship, it could be fine. Which I learned real fast that, hey, let's do this the legal way. I don't feel like So we went ahead and we have it all legit. Actually, there could be, you know, we could line one up in no time to do another vehicle, which we might end up doing something with a 2-wheeler, but it's a lot of work on the backside. You know, it's you know how sales are and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. So, but this one here, this is Loud and Low.
Okay.
So wedge or a 2 Barbie chassis, full pull Motorsports. It's
MBR's Minor Brothers, right?
Yep, Minor Brother Racing.
And that's Kester, right?
Yep.
He's in on that.
JK, yep. And Adam and Jamie Kester, they own this. Mike Janus Supercharger. This is a formerly of Matt Cain's truck. This was yellow. He called it the workhorse. He only ran it last season. He's since slowed down his pulling operation. He sold all his stuff to us and Tim Beatty. And so this is what it is.
So if you don't, this will probably be in Henry.
This will be in
Fisher.
This will be in Fisher, Illinois.
Okay.
This Thursday night. We're going to run all 4 of our 2-wheel drives, and then we leave there, run down to Jerseyville, Illinois, and down there on Friday night. And so we go Thursday.
How many
Fisher.
2-wheelers can you get into one of your stackers?
I can get 4, but then I can't take a tow vehicle. So
Gotcha.
I'll take 3, and I take a 4-seater Gator into our one semi trailer. Then the other trailer that I'll take 2 rigs to Fisher and Jerseyville. We'll have 1 pro stock, 2 mini rods, a tow vehicle, and a 2-wheeler in it.
So one question I have is, like, are promoters, like, are they starting to call some of the bigger teams and saying, hey, we're going to put the minis, the 2-wheelers, and the pros in? Like, do they look at that or not yet?
No, they're not right now.
Because if I'm a promoter, I want the Simons there. You guys are one of the most talked about teams because of all the equipment you have and how well it runs. I was just curious, and you know me, I'm always thinking about how do I put more butts in the seats.
Not that I know of. I mean, you know, we've been running the PPL circuit. This is our second full actual season. We started in 2020.
Yeah, COVID was whatever.
So whatever you want to say. So we've jumped bandwagons from the NTPA side. No offense to them or nothing bad, but we've moved from them to the Lucas Oil side and had great success there, and we're really happy. You know, we're on track. We're doing well in the points right now. We're hoping we can do well in all the classes we're running. We just love having fun.
I know
that's all it is. You know, a lot of people might think we're crazy, and we are.
Hello.
But our father passed away. Well, you know, he loved pulling. That's the only reason we've done this, because that's all we know. Just like you, Jason. If it wasn't for your dad, you wouldn't be in this.
Correct.
I mean, so this is all we know. And when we lost him early in life, we just said, you know what? Let's face it. You can die with whatever amount of money you want. You're still going to get buried the same way. Let's go have a blast, and that's what we're doing. We're having fun. If you see us and we're not having fun, then you obviously don't know us very well. We're working hard at it too, but we're having a blast.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of work.
I walked in the shop, Brandon polishing wheels.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was didn't expect that.
It's just me and Brandon here on a Saturday afternoon. We're loading everything up for this weekend, just so the guys don't have to mess with it, and they can maybe come over here and work on some semis and do some other stuff, or you know. We got another the old blue 2-wheel drive is going to show up this week that we bought back, which we campaigned it back in 2020 and 2019.
Yep.
We won Bowling Green with it. We had great success with that truck. It was awesome. It was a former Craig Corzine truck. Great truck. That truck's coming back here, so we might be putting our spare bullet in that thing and playing around with it. But I'm hoping somebody comes along with some chips and takes it off my hands before I have to run it.
Because you might fall in love with it.
No, I don't need them all.
You don't need them all.
You know, the 2-wheel drives are a blast. It's where we started. We'll never get out of 2-wheel drives ever. We'll always have the Dodge. We'll always have the Chevy. Those are my father's trucks. But the goal is if you want a truck, you want it now, you know to call RJ, you'll have a top running truck. I mean, this is the state-of-the-art MBR. If you call Adam right now, you'll get nothing better than this. Same with the blower. I mean,
and it's ready to go.
There's absolutely nothing, and that's all my trucks. They all run carbon copies, basically, of this combination. This one's missing a set of headers, but that's because they're off getting redone a little bit for some little more oomph.
Understood.
So, but let's walk in.
Yeah.
Let's walk in. This is part of the shop. So obviously we own a trucking company, like I said. So this is where we work on some of our trailers. There's a little sneak peek of a pro stock.
Yeah, Cody Shea's old tractor.
Cody Shea's old Spread Edge Pro there, and that thing is going to its new home. That one breaks my heart that we're selling it. But with the tractor came in, it was just this was probably the hardest tractor I've had to let go. It was my dream to have that tractor. I've always loved it, but it's going to a great home. Good friend of mine. I don't know if he wants it out yet, but he's just. I know he'll make it run and have a good time with it. And
how soon? Don't tell me names, but how soon will we see the 1206 on the tractor?
I don't know how soon it'll be. It's
this year.
Going to be. I don't think it'll be this year.
Okay.
Just because of motor and parts issues and everything. I bet it'll be next season. You'll see it, and when you see it, you're going to be wowed by it. It's going to be a sharp piece.
Awesome.
So, but let's walk over here to the trailer outside and
check it out.
Check that out here.
So this is a trailer that hauls the pros, right?
Yeah, this is
loud and heavy and loud and loaded.
This
right?
all is loud and heavy and loud and loaded. This is our main trailer. This is a Boyd built trailer. Mike Boyd and Andrew Boyd built this trailer, all new and custom. It's an awesome piece. It's got living quarters in it, 2 slide outs, room to sleep 4 comfortably.
Nice.
Easy, full bathroom and everything.
So there's loud and loaded.
And then here's just loud and loaded. Here's how we live, and we're on the road with the pro stocks. And it's kind of messy in there. You can just see a little bit of it, but bathroom's up in the front. The slide outs are in on this one right now.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know I was coming today. So
yeah.
I had to, but I can't drive by and not say hi. So
yeah. So and then here's just a couple of our Kubotas. We got the.
So cool. Love your Kubotas.
That's a pro stock Kubota. That's all. It's got a turbo on it from Stones, and all of them are turboed from Stones, and tinted windows and wheels and tires from Stones. If you want anything when it comes to these Kubotas, Stones will hook you up.
Okay.
So.
And here is the Bootlegger.
Here's the Bootlegger. This is pretty, by far the most iconic rig. By far the most iconic rig in Poland. I mean, if you think of one of the coolest rigs, everyone's seen the YouTube videos of this thing.
Yeah.
It's 98 feet long. It's a cool ride. I mean, I'd hate to know how many people we drove it the 12 hours home, me and Brandon, how many people just waving and just thumbs up and taking videos when they're passing you.
Pulling up next gen interstate.
Well, they weren't passing us much, but
yeah,
that's
you're passing them.
Neither here nor there, but
he had the hammer down.
Yeah, we were wanting to get home with it, so it's
So you and Brandon went out and picked it up?
Me and Brandon went and Jason Round.
Okay.
So Jason Round's a partner of ours on this. He's a great friend of ours. A lot of you don't know Jason Round yet.
No, they're starting to get to know him.
He's when I say a big name, you'll be hearing a lot of him. He's got 4 pros now sitting here in town. He's got
Farley is the new pro stock capital of the world.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we can honestly say that.
Yeah, we kicked Ohio's butt.
You did. I saw that.
Yeah, we might not be able to beat them in the football a lot, but we can beat them in pro stock. So, but it's Jason's got a great fleet, so he kept the Bootlegger tractor, and we're keeping the coal-fired tractor.
So coal-fired is going to be assignments. Bootlegger's going to rounds.
Bootlegger's going to rounds. Yep, and he's going to campaign that, and
because he has a wrapped up that he painted yellow.
Wrapped up, he painted yellow.
Did real well in Louisville.
I think it's Industrial Force. Yeah,
yep.
He ended up just missing the finals in Louisville.
Yep.
And then he went down to Shipshewana and got 2 firsts down there.
Yep.
And that was with Mark on the seat. Then he jumped on it, and he's had some struggling pains just getting the tune-ups and everything.
Well, he jumped off a race car into a 4,500 horsepower pro stock.
Yeah, but he's one of the.
He can drive anything.
He can drive a race car. He's probably hands down one of the. I don't know how you say it. He's got the biggest balls in a race car of about anybody. But when he comes out here, he'll set the quick time almost every time. Doesn't matter who he's running against. He's fast. It's awesome watching him race. And he's still got all his cars. He's not said that he's done racing. He's excited about pro stock pulling. He's always wanted to do it. My brother and him were going to do it years ago when they went and looked at the Haymaker tractor when it was for sale.
Babblers.
They went together to look at it, and they almost pulled the trigger. And actually, believe it or not, it's a funny story. My dad was the one that told them both they're idiots and don't do it. So now look at us. But neither here nor there.
You went full idiot then into pro stock world.
Yeah, we are. It's cool. But yeah, he's got 4 of them. He's got the wrapped up tractor, which is I think Industrial Force they're calling it.
Yep.
And then he has Alan LeGrand's
Edge of Sundown.
Yep, he renamed. I forget what it was. I think it's Paying Dearly.
Yep.
Paying Dearly, and that thing is he's really changed that program. I'm going to be really interested to see that out. And that one I would say if you wanted to buy a pro stock right now, he would sell that one just because of the bootlegger purchase. And then he's actually has a brand new Barbie tractor sitting there that's almost 100% done with 55 sheet metal on it.
Oh, cool.
And it's really cool with a small block Lemke in it.
Okay.
Running all Weimer stuff. It was actually formerly Peter Norton's engine.
Gotcha.
And that thing's going to be sharp, and then he's got the bootlegger now. So he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And, they'll know Farley when we pull in with 7 of these. But yeah, no, this is pretty cool. I'd like to.
So yeah, I want to show you out. This is kind of this is how we roll edition of the bootlegger, the famous bootlegger trailer. So you get 2 pros in here and a support vehicle, right, RJ?
Yeah, you get 2 pros in here and a Kubota.
So I always remember it from Toma. He'd always have the big lights off and the.
Yeah, I don't know how to work them all. So
it's okay.
This is. So you got 2 air conditioned units in here. So this thing will stay. You can put this down to 60 degrees, no problem.
Nice.
The first tractor the hood goes right here.
Okay.
Then you just come on up in here to the hangout area.
The hangout area, which is like nicer than my house.
Yeah. So you got full air conditioning. You got a couch here. Both these are beds. Then you got a very nice bathroom.
Good deal. And I know there's nothing in the fridge, but that's gonna be our trademark.
Yeah.
When we did Mike Connie's, I had to show he had a bunch of pudding pops in there for his grandkids and stuff.
No, we're fresh out of everything in this.
I understand.
You think they'd give us a case of beer with purchase,
something like even like the John Deere Busch Light.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to talk to the guys. Then up there if you're that guy we don't want to see if he snore.
If you need a CPAP, this is where you sleep.
Yeah,
that's where I put my dad, RJ.
Yeah, we're putting you up top. If you're gonna snore, But this is where the crew stays now. Remember?
Yep, this is where the crew stays.
This is where the crew stayed, and Steve and their guys, and this is where Jason lived and Spencer.
Okay.
And his wife and they went. So
this is amazing.
This is the. If you don't like this, I don't know what I can't help you.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do any better.
So
how long do they have this, RJ? And was it built for them?
It was built custom for them.
Okay.
That truck actually was one of Jason's. He used to heavy haul with that. And
okay.
You know why he called it the bootlegger?
I don't.
So he got the story. So the reason he called it the bootlegger is because he would haul. Jason started out doing some trucking, some heavy haul trucking, and he would haul anything. So and sometimes
anything means
so
anything.
A few things weren't maybe legal, but so they nicknamed him the bootlegger.
I love it.
So then
but they own a coal mine too, right?
They own quite a few. I don't know exactly how many.
Yeah,
but
Pennsylvania.
I think they employ about 250 to 300 people.
Wow.
So he's big time. I'd put some strong money on odds that you'll see him back out in the next 10 years.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Yep.
Hearsay, just because he loved it, and
yep.
It was just one of the things where he's trying to spend time with his son, and I respect that, and I get it 100%. So
here is the bootlegger fridge. So that's our signature. We're gonna do that in every one of our videos.
That's fine. So this is just the main area. You got a bed up there. This will fold down into a bed. Then you got it pretty cool. You got your
tell them how smart this is.
This is very smart. I mean, I've designed a lot of toters and built some and sold a lot. But you can be showering in here. So say your wife's in here showering, or you are, and someone needs to be over here using the facilities. In here we have the facilities.
So that's good thinking.
Toilets in there. It's really good thinking. Then
this is nice.
Then he went all out and put this huge bedroom back here that is beyond cool, and his wife has a sink
And a mirror.
ready and a mirror.
Oh,
so
man.
my wife sees this video,
She's gonna be like,
want to keep this, and
RJ, honey, I need a mirror.
yeah. So, but let's get real. This thing is for sale.
Okay.
We want to sell this. We're looking to sell it. $750,000. This whole rig, you can own it. I have financing available, as long as not with Jason, because he won't do toters yet.
Well, I should. I got to get in the toter financing.
He's got to get in the toter financing business, but we can hook you up if you.
No, and I think people need to know that, RJ.
Right,
That
I mean,
people aren't coming in and buying these things for
but
cash.
understand,
You're well heeled.
Right.
If you can swing this.
right? But also, now remember, when you buy a thing like this, if you take care of it, if you have a shed to put it in, or you don't just let something like this sit outside all the time. It's outside right now just because we're getting it loaded up.
Plus, if I had bought the bootlegger, I'd set it outside.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
Because I saw it driving by, and I'm like, I gotta call RJ.
so it's a great investment. It really is. Not just this rig. I'm saying any rig, any toter home, because you will get your money back out of it, but you have to take care of it.
Yep.
It's just like anything. If you let it sit outside, if you don't polish the wheels, if you don't do oil changes, if you don't take care of the tires and all, whatever entails, but they are an awesome investment. I've never lost money on one yet. Okay. As far as like,
But you take care of your stuff.
Take care of my stuff, but then you also, so like the market has been shifting, and just the used stuff just keeps going up.
Because you can't get new stuff, right?
You can't get new stuff. So what I'm saying is, if you have good used stuff, it'll be worth it, and that's going to keep coming. That's not going to change. You just have to take care of your equipment. Don't think, oh my God, that guy must be a multi-billionaire because he has a toter. No, he's probably pretty smart. He might have bought that on the low side. He could probably make $100,000 on it right now.
I love it.
But they're a nice investment, and they're fun, and it's the only way to live. I mean, let's get real.
No, it is. And you can go to the drag racing world, the car racing world. There's a lot of. If you were to sell it, because I know you know both sides. Because with owning a racetrack, you have all the connections.
Yeah. So basically, that's where I'm at. We do a lot of selling, a lot of buying. If you're looking to sell, get out of your hauler, get out of your rig. It's not just toters like this. I'll buy a 48 or 53 foot single drop trailer if you're looking to sell it.
There's a lot of guys wanting those.
I'm selling those all the time and buying them. But I'll be honest, a lot of them don't even hit my Facebook or hit my page.
Because somebody.
I know. Yeah, I usually have 5 people in my, call it my Rolodex, but I don't really have a Rolodex. No. But you know what I mean.
It's your mental Rolodex.
But I have it. A lot of times I'll just say, hey, just send me a text what you're looking for, and I'll save it into a list in a deal I have.
Because I always like your posts. You're like, hey, call me before I list it.
Well, I started doing that.
No, I like
because
that.
I started posting a lot of things, and I realized, my friends want that.
Yep.
Like, so if I post that, you need to jump on it, because once I put it out to the drag racing world and all the world, I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, so once it's past those,
the shares.
Once it's past them, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's once I get it onto all my, Beer Money, all the other pages,
yep.
it goes global.
Yep, goes viral.
And it's ready to, it doesn't just, it's seen by millions.
Yep.
And it's sold fast.
Yep. So. Yeah, this broke the internet when you guys bought this. So.
Yeah, we definitely did. We knew that too.
Yeah, no, of course. But again, it's probably it is the most iconic rig there is out there. It's amazing.
It's an amazing rig, and it's just awesome. And we haven't done anything to it yet. We got some things to do. We're gonna. This thing currently does not have a hole in between the bunk and the cab, which most toters do.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut that hole in.
Okay.
The reason he didn't do that, which makes a total lot of sense. The guy, Steve, always drove this thing. He's a great guy. Steve, he always handled this thing, but Steve smoked. So when he'd drive this to the pulls, and Jason would normally drive or fly in separately, he didn't want the smoke back his toter, which I respect it. And he didn't want to have to tell Steve, hey, you can't smoke.
No, it's his guy.
Yeah, but twin stick, pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I've never drove a twin stick. It's not a true twin stick. So this shifter on the left here is your high and low range. That's low range. That's high.
Okay.
Right here's your side splitter. It's an 18 speed. It's different. It's different to drive. Am I saying I would do that? Absolutely not. But and that could be changed.
But you said he used this for heavy hauling?
Before this was a toter, this is a heavy haul truck. He hauled, his excavators around, whatever it was. Jason was, he's into hauling, and that's what he does.
And then the sticks. How big are those?
Those are 8s.
Oh, I love
those
it.
Those are hooked up to No muffler.
No muffler.
You can imagine this is a 6NZ Cat fresh overhaul on it. He just did it actually. Cat Platinum overhaul, warranty on it and everything. But this is it's a motor. I mean, it runs awesome. It's 550 horse factory, but it's got a little juice to it.
I'm sure.
But it runs awesome. You know, we pulled 2 pros home with it and like it was nothing. So this is for killing all them raccoons.
Yes, those are
That's a raccoon killer.
It's so awesome.
I mean, stainless grill surround, those are pretty hard to come by. You gotta custom make that. He's not from Montana, folks. That's just a lot of people place these.
Yep. There's reasons for that.
Yeah. So I mean, most toter homes are just a sheet of aluminum, and that's all it is. This is one of very few toters I've ever seen that. This is a full custom paint all the way down. This isn't a wrap. This isn't vinyl. This is full paint all the way through here.
Wow.
So I mean,
it's amazing, is what it is.
This is just one of the slide outs. You can just see how they come out. That's how you make all that room inside. Both units are contained. They both have a generator. Right now we're just plugged into the shop power.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of cool things on it.
There's Brandon. How are you, sir?
Good.
Thanks for letting us tool around a little bit.
This is the mini rod.
So, you guys gonna jump in minis, Brandon? Either one of you guys?
Someday, maybe.
Someday, yeah. I mean, I call it the bull riding of the tractor pulling world.
Yeah.
It's like having a light super.
Yeah,
So, speaking of the light super, that's gone.
That's gone. Yeah.
Okay, Phillips. Okay,
Phillips bought that. Yep.
got it.
So yeah, the mini rods was something that Jordan kind of wanted to do, and we always thought it'd be fun, so we were going to do it. And
Well, you come out. Did you win like the first one?
yeah, he actually won his first event. He
I
did
watched
great.
it on the live stream. Where were you guys at? Out east. Oh, Benson.
North Carolina.
Yeah, because Brandon was somewhere with the pros.
Yeah, Brandon was in Nashville.
Yes.
Yep. So Loudon Mini there. That one's for sale. This one is not. This is the Simon Sez tractor. We built this new.
So is that like a flat black?
Yep.
That's sharp. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. And there is our champion, our Lucas Oil Champions Tour Pro Stock champion right there, everybody. So, and Brandon just polished the rims himself. I actually saw it with my own eyes. So that's amazing. That's
You don't
amazing.
polish your own stuff, do you, Jason?
I don't, because it would look like crap.
Yeah.
I have the patience of I have no patience actually, RJ. Zero. So
You just give home loans.
I do. I give home loans, and I have Tony work on my tractor, and I have Doug drive it to the polls. So
Yeah.
no, this is
This
awesome.
is pretty much what it is. So
I love it.
yeah.
And there it is. So
Yeah. But don't forget about. We'd like to zoom in. We gotta go on the front.
Oh, yeah.
side, backwards. So it's just you can span American flags really nice.
Yep,
and
that's-
beautiful this time of year.
yes, it is. I wonder how many people. A lot of people feel that same way.
Yeah.
So
How nice American flag looks.
Yep.
Yes.
all right, last question for you.
Yeah.
First pulling memory. Brandon, I'm asking you the same thing.
First pull
Like
memory.
legit, like going somewhere with your dad. What do you remember?
Oh, I remember. I don't know what the first one is, but I remember going with my dad for years. You know, since I was old enough to. I remember St. Hyacinthe, Quebec, going up there.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Remember sneaking up there. We weren't, probably wasn't supposed to cross the border at that age, and we snuck in there, and we, with Dad and the rig, and got up in there, and this was a good time, going there. And I remember him saying he's too young to be in the pits, and my dad making sure saying, well, he's going to either be here or
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You want Roger Simon, and the kids are coming.
Yeah, so it's just
So-
me, going around. Brandon and I, that's all we did. We were kids. We didn't play ball or do a lot. We went pulling all summer long. That's what we
Awesome.
did.
Awesome. Brandon, first pulling memory.
I don't know. It'd be a tough one. I don't even remember. Just running two-wheel drives and helping Dad and RJ, and a lot of good memories. There's so many of them that, I mean, one doesn't stick out.
No, and that's fine. I just want the whole pulling world appreciates you guys. What you're doing for pulling. They are. I mean, it's amazing. It's fun. You're always a class act. You're professional. You have fun, but your stuff runs too. You know what I mean? And that's important. That's a hard mix.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you work your butts off. So
We work hard here, and we play harder, and that's kind of Dad's motto, and that's what we're living towards. And we work our tails off. You know, here we are on a Saturday. We probably should be at home hanging out with our families, but here we are. We're getting everything loaded for next weekend because we were going to go pulling this weekend, but then we thought about it. We're like, hey, if we do that, then we have to work long nights next week to get ready for, because we have next weekend, we got a big night, or a few nights, and then we go out to Norwalk the following week. So
That Norwalk thing, that's special.
Yeah, so it's going to be big, so we want to make sure we're ready.
Yep, and that's the thing to do. So, gentlemen, thank you for your time today. We'll get this up. I'm going to want to finish out on the Simon Says. Thanks for the memories. So.